we're building for. Right now isn't what we're building for.
皆さんおはよう、おはようじゃないね。皆さんこんばんは。こんばんは。私の声を聞こえますね。You guys can hear me, yes? Just making sure. The audio for some reason is much louder than I was expecting it to be. So 皆さんこんばんは。Foxさんこんばんはね。ちょっと久しぶりですね。It's been a while since I've seen you in here, Fox. Normally you are... おはようって。Normally you are getting immersed in the land of Hyrule right now, aren't you? I know, it's been a while since I've done a lesson. Last Wednesday was my birthday, so I wanted to do a gaming community stream instead. And Friday I said I would do a Kahoot, but I consistently only had 2 people play the Kahoot, so I decided against it. And it's a mix of, like, I also forgot. I took a nap, and by the time I woke up, I was like, oh, I should be streaming a lesson. Oh well. So we're going to go on and jump ahead to Dai Rokuka today. We're going to jump to chapter 6. And this is the very last chapter that I will be doing for Japanese 1. Now, I do plan on doing the Japanese 2 portion, and it's still considered beginner's Japanese. But at this point, for those of you that have been following along, we're no longer beginners in Japanese. You should be like beginner in like there are 3 levels. You have beginner, intermediate, beginner, advanced. And after this lesson, most of you should be beginner intermediate. Or after this chapter, I mean. So when we start the Japanese 2, it's made mostly for beginner intermediate students. Yes, you have missed a lot, Foxes, but that's okay. Everything is on the YouTube. In case you wanted to review, our last chapter was heavy on adjectives. And I believe Kitsuneko was also reviewing adjectives along with me, or it was requested that she also do adjectives. But let's go on and go. Let me do my spiel for those of you that are interested in following along. !Discord, and this will take you to my personal Discord. Now, here it will take you, of course, to the rules section. And after you've accepted the rules, you see the channels have opened. I do recommend you go to Role Selector and select the Japanese lessons here at the bottom by reacting with Jacksip. And upon doing so, you'll see the Japanese resources here. I'm actually starting to consider making an entirely new Discord just for the Japanese. We have Japanese 1 resources. I haven't put much practice in there, but I will be, especially between this month of May and June, because I will be taking about a month break before I decide if I will be doing lessons again or not. So like there has been practice. The Japanese 2 resources, we're actually almost finishing all of these. In fact, we'll be doing this last set of kanji today and learning vocabulary for today as well. But if you look at the resources, we have ooh, I forgot to put the notes in here. I'd rather not separate Discord because there is a limit to how many Discords you can be joined to. Well, that is true, I suppose. So chapter 6. That's not chapter 6. Hold on, because I have the notes open. Chapter 6. Let's share this so that you guys can view. There we go. And we'll put that in the Discord now. So here we go. Chapter 6. And the heavy focus on chapter 6 will be on te form. I will be starting to put some reading and listening this chapter so that we're so that everyone can get more practice. That will be more on the Discord later on. So let's see. Personally, I would rather. I've been so thirsty today, guys. Hold on. Let me drink some more tea. I'm actually kind of in a mood to like. Work has been stressful. I did apply to a new job, and that's mostly because like it's not that I don't like my work location, but it is a small school, and it also has limited. There's like it feels very limited. Like I like the faculty. I do have some qualms with the admin and counseling team though. But, like, at this new school, they already have an established Japanese program. And I kind of want to, like, be part of that. And I think this mostly stems because one of my administrators was like, let's put a hold on the Japanese thing for now. And I'm like, but I'm really passionate for this, and I would rather teach this than this other stuff you're making me teach instead. So, that kind of made me feel very sad. So I applied to a different school that has a program that has been already established. They also have 2,000 students. So, yeah, I think somewhere better at this point may be good. So I applied for a transfer, and I'm really, really hoping that I get it. The transfer, I'm still teaching English in this transfer, but like I said, they already have an established Japanese program. If that program decides to expand, which I think I've been hearing rumors that they are trying to, then I can do it. Hi, I saw you have an adorable tiger Sona. I had to follow instantly. Hey, Ragnarok. Thank you in. Gambatte. Yes, I'm praying to... It is a nicer school also, so I'm really hoping that I get it. So let me go on and begin by going over the vocabulary that we will be using for this chapter. I'm gonna use the flashcards for this. So there are many in this. So our first one, money in Japanese, we are going to be using the word okane. Ragnarok, also thank you for coming in. I saw that follow. Welcome, and I hope you enjoy Japanese lessons. Hey, okane. I've been trying to learn Japanese on Duolingo. I've heard a lot of people have been using Duolingo to learn. Okane means money. お金。お金がたくさんもらってないですね。I don't have a lot of money. Our next word, bath. Bath. This is gonna be お風呂。お風呂。This is more like traditional bath, I believe. Like, I think this still works for bathtub. But if you're like taking shower, they would more. Japanese will just default to shower. Hasononics, welcome in. Ofuro. Our next one, kanji. If you don't know how to say kanji in Japanese, I'm concerned. Kanji in Japanese is kanji. And kanji is basically the symbols that you see here that have been adopted from China. Kanji. And next word, textbook. Textbook. Textbook in Japanese is kyokasho. 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 For textbook. Genki to iu kyokasho o tsukaimasu. We are using a book called Genki. Or we're using the textbook called Genki. It's neat, but learning the Japanese characters is difficult on it because it doesn't really prompt you to even write them too much. See, that's why I kind of want to go back to actual teaching of Japanese, because even though I've been doing this on Twitch and trying my best to get you guys to learn how to write it, I don't have many opportunities to allow you guys to do that. Whereas in the classroom, I'll be like, take out your journals, we're writing. And we're going to be spending the next 15 to 30 minutes just writing this kanji 50 times kind of thing. It sounds dull, but actually, in the long run, it does help you. So textbook, kyokasho. Our next one, video game. Video game. This is going to be terebi game. Although, not Fox, Kitsuneko-san will probably say that they do use video game nowadays as well. But terebi game. Terebi game. Or video game. Both of them will be understood. This one, light, also could mean electricity. Light. And I'm not talking about Death Note. But light. This is going to be denki. 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 Our next one, train. In fact, we've been using this word. You're gonna know it's like denki. Den, we learned the kanji for ki already. Den means electricity. And then this one, train, will be densha. Using electric again, and then vehicle. Densha. This is also used in bicycle, jitensha. Denki for like the same. Yes, that is the kanji for denki. This is densha. Where sha is for like, on its own is kuruma, which means vehicle. Electric vehicle. This is not a Prius, but densha. Jitensha for bicycle. Which is like self-motorized vehicle. Our next word, luggage. Luggage is this nimotsu. Nimotsu. Nimotsu o motteiru ne? You are carrying your luggage, yes? Oh man, I'm so happy we're learning Tei form in this chapter. Then, window. Window. This could also be used for like a ticket window or a window where you order food. Like the McDonald's window. This is going to be mado. Or is it mixed with another word? Maybe. Mado. Our next word, evening. Focus on this one. Evening. Sumimasen, watashi wa mada tabete imasen. Ittekimasu. Okay. I think my food just arrived too, so I'm waiting on that. Evening, this is going to be... Are they using yoru? Yes, yoru. I was going to say like yube. Yoru. For evening or night, yoru. Tough. Oh, we're back to adjectives now. Tough, trying, or exhausting. I think we did we learn muzukashi, right? This is different. Oh, taihen. Taihen. And this is actually a na adjective. So taihen na. So for tough, trying, or exhausting. Taihen na tokoro desu ne. These are trying times desu ne. Taihen na tokoro desu ne. Taihen na. Tough, trying, exhausting. Our next one, to play, to have fun, to hang out. Did we only have one adjective? This is asobu. This is we're starting with verbs. Let me double check on this actually. Are they missing adjectives? Did we not? Do we have no new adjectives for this chapter? We don't, guys. There is only one adjective because we threw all of them at you in chapter 5. 1 second. Alright, so this is a u verb. We're back to our u verbs. For our u verbs. This is asobu for to play or to have fun to hang out. Asobu. Asobo ka? Would you like to play? Asobimashou ka? Watashi to asobimasen ka? Would you like to play with me? Kind of thing. To hurry. To hurry. This is isogu. Isogu. And I'm saying these slowly so that you guys can repeat if you would like. Isogu. To return something. This, I believe, is kaesu. Yes, kaesu. And I have a small story for this. I remembered this because in the Naruto anime, when Gaara gets captured, Naruto's always like, Gaara o kaeshite, which is using this word, which means like return Gaara. Gaara o kaeshite. And they're using Tei form, and we'll go over Tei form with this. Kaeshite. Kaesu, to return. To turn off. And this is not like someone, you don't turn someone. This is electricity. You turn off the light, not a person. It's like, how do you do that? You talk about baseball or something. To turn off, this is going to right. This is going to be kesu. Kesu. To turn off. Kesu. Kesu. Kesu could also mean to erase.
Kesu.
To erase, like what is it, like Spider-Man, oh keshimasu. Yeah, I'm erasing Spider-Man with the Infinity Gauntlet or something. Jesse, welcome in. Masaka. We're just going over new vocabulary. Atarishi tango o oshiete ageru yo. So this one, to turn off, kesu. Our next one, to die. I like the picture to this. What the hell? This is actually from the textbook picture too. What is this? I don't remember this. But this verb, to die, in Japanese, is a shinu. Shinu. Look at this image. Oh. But to die, shinu. Ah, sugoi tango da. Shinu. If you wanted to, if you're gonna have a hard time remembering shinu, you could say like, she knew he was going to die. I hope that helps. She knew he was going to die. Anyway, she knew. Our next word, to sit. To sit in Japanese, this is suwaru. Suwaru. Suwari. This is still an u verbs. This is still an u verb. Suwaru turn to suwarimasu. It's like I was just telling them, Jesse, that this chapter we have one new adjective, which was taihenna, which means difficult or like trying times. But that was it. And we just have a whole lot of new verbs for this chapter. Anyway, suwaru, to sit. Next, to stand, the opposite. To stand. This one will be tatsu. 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 Then to smoke. Oh, look at him. He looks very smug, smoking. To smoke. This is going to be tobacco osu. Tobacco osu. I'm kind of surprised that tobacco is in hiragana because it's borrowed from English. Tobacco. Tobacco osu. That tobacco o suimasu. Tobacco o suwanai de kudasai. Do the tobacco. No, this is not suru, it's su. This su means to breathe or to inhale. Tobacco o su. Tobacco o suwanai de kudasai. Please do not do the tobacco. To use, and I've been actually using this word a lot, but this is a very important one. This is going to be scout. 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 And this is conjugates into skaimasu or skaimasen. Kanji de kanji o sky nasai. Please use the kanji. Nihongo de sky nasai. Please speak in please use Japanese. Nihongo de hanashite kudasai. Please speak, and so forth. Skau. Computer o skaimasu. I use the computer. The last one looked too smug for someone who will shinu. Like this one, like she knew he was smoking or something. Skau. Yes, that's the kanji for skau. To assist. This is like to help or to assist. This is tetsudao. Tetsudao. Do you need assistance? Tetsudaimashou ka? Do you need? Would you like me to help? Tetsudao. 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 To enter. Not your boyfriend, but to enter. To enter, this is hairu. 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 Now you would actually use this with like if you're taking a bath. Ofuro ni hairu. Now be careful with the kanji for hairu. It looks just like hito for person. There's just a different order to it. So ofuro ni hairu, to enter a bath or to take a bath. Alright, next one, to carry. To carry. This is motsu. Which is funny because nimotsu wo mochimasu. What was I? Futatsu nimotsu wo motteiru hito desu. He's carrying two suitcases. Motsu, to carry. Motsu. This is actually used for various things too. Like I can say okane o motteiru. I am carrying or I have money. To rest, to take a break from. This is look like everyone's like looking. Where's the teacher? Where'd the teacher go? This is yasumu. Yasumu. You may recognize this. To rest, to take a break. Yasumu for like oyasumi. The teacher became a tiger, exactly. Oyasumi, which means good night. Which basically comes from this. To rest. Oyasumi nasai. Have a good rest. Good night. Yasumu, to rest. Motsu and matsu? Yeah, be careful with those. To open. To open. I believe this is akeru. Yes, to akeru. To open. Akeru. This is our first ru verb. Akeru turns to akemasu or akemasen. To open. So I say doa o akemasu. I open the door. Presento o akemasu. I open the present. To teach. Like what I'm doing. This is oshieru. Oshieru. Nihongo o oshiemasu. Watashi wa minasan ni nihongo o oshiemasu. I am teaching Japanese to you. Oshiete ageru. Oshieru. To teach. Just this could also translate to tell. To be like tell. Like tell me. Like sometimes if someone has a secret, you wouldn't just say hanashite, which means please speak. You say like oshiete, like please tell me, please teach me. What is it? Oshieru. To get off a vehicle. Yes, a vehicle, not the other way, but to get off a vehicle. What was this one? This was oriru? Yes, oriru. So this one, oriru, to get off a vehicle. So like basu wo oriru. Is it basu o or basu ni? Oh, it is O. Particle O. Basu o oriru. To get off the bus. Basu o oriru. Densha o oriru. To get off the train. Not. I just got what you meant by not the other way. Oriru. To get off. To borrow. To borrow. To return is kaesu. To borrow is kariru. And the difference is this is ru verb. Kariru. Karimasu. So like, atarashi manga o karimasu. I'm borrowing a new manga. Blockbuster video de atarashi video o karimasu. I'm borrowing a video from Blockbuster, kind of thing. Kariru. Kariru. To close, we have akeru, to open. This one, the opposite, to close. This is shimeru. Shimeru. Like, kasa o shimete kudasai. Please close the umbrella. Kasa o shimete kudasai. To close. Shimeru. To turn... Didn't we do this one? To turn on? Oh, no. The other one was to turn off. To turn on. This is like electricity and buttons and lights again. Not your boyfriend, but still. This is tsukeru. Tsukeru. Turn on the light. Denki o tsukete kudasai. Please turn on the light. Denki o tsukemasu. I turn on the light. Computer o tsukemasu. I turn on the computer. Tsukeru. Meow, 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 meow. So, tsukeru. And yes, that was the kanji for shimeru. To make a phone call. To make a phone call. There are basically many ways to say this. The old book says denwa o kakeru. It looks like we're using this. Denwa o kakeru. To make a phone call. Denwa o kakeru. Although I think you can get away with saying denwa suru nowadays, but denwa o kakeru. Denwa o kakeru. To forget. This is like me all the time. She's like, oh no, I forgot my umbrella on the bus. This is wasureru. Wasureru. Kasa o suremasu ka? Did you forget your umbrella? Kasa o suremasu ka? I sometimes don't even remember how old I am. That's me too. And then it's my birthday and I'm like, God, I'm the crypt keeper. Like last Wednesday. I was the crypt keeper last Wednesday. Wasureru. Here, to accompany. This is an irregular verb. This is like to bring someone with you. This is surete kuru. Yes, surete kuru. Surete kuru. Remember, kuru means like to come somewhere, like you're coming from a location. So surete kuru implies that you're bringing someone with you. Surete kuru. To bring someone. They use the phrase to accompany, but it means like to bring a person. Surete kuru. Now, this one's the same thing, but it's slightly different. Notice that we're bringing an object. This is when you're like carrying something, you're bringing like, not a person. This will be motte kuru. Motte kuru. And this comes from motsu, which means to carry also. Motsu, but motte kuru, to bring a thing. So if I said like, I'm bringing snacks, like okashi o motte kimasu, I will come with snacks, kind of thing. Yes, motte kuru. Kitsuneko-san. Welcome. Yokoso ne? Motte kuru. For this one, no thanks. Like, you're like, I'm good. It's okay. I'm good. This will be kekko desu. When someone offers you something and you're just like, I'm alright, no thanks. You would say kekko desu. Kekko desu. Like, if someone's like, here's $100, and you're like, kekko desu. Actually, no, but... there is a bit of a culture thing with like denying things like a few times in Japanese, and maybe I'll go over that some other point. But anyway, kekko desu. No, that's all right. That's good. No thanks. Kekko desu. CD. Wow, this must be old. CD. This is just CD. Does anyone even use CDs anymore? CD. Everyone's more like Crowdo or something at this point. Anyway, CD for CD-ROM. Compact disc. This was more like my time, my high school. What's a CD? Oh my god, don't age me, please. Shower in Japanese. Shawa. Shawa. I mentioned this earlier. Like, a bath would be like ofuro, but like a shower would be shawa. Shawa. Leviathan-san no shower o abiru. Like, Leviathan is taking a shower. Alright, so personal computer. We learned, some of you already knew this already. We said computer, but that was more for like computer science. And this way, personal computer, pasokon. That's actually an abbreviation of personal pasanaru, pasa, and then computer, kon, pasakon. Pasakon. Pasonaru, computer, pasokon. I keep saying pasakon instead of pasokon. Pasokon. You may have known this word if you've read or watched the anime Chobits. To take a shower. I kind of say this. This is shawa o abiru. Shawa o abiru. To take a shower. Shawa o abiru. Hold on, I need to save this. Let me send this to my guild. There we go. Shawa o abiru. To take a shower. This week, we know the kanji for like this current week, like right now. As we make konshu, we're using kon. Konshu. Konshu. Konshu for this week. So konshu dai 6日を始めます。始まります because I'm starting it, I think. I keep... Darn it, transitive and intransitive verbs. Hospital. We mentioned this before. This is 病院. 病院. Remember, you have to say this correctly. 病院 for hospital, not 病院. Then page for like in a book. Pagey. Pagey. The next week. 来週. 来週 for next week. 今週来週 we all 週 for... I don't know where I was going with that. 来週 next week. Next year will be 来年. 来年. We used the word 年 before for year, but 来年 for next year. To take a bath, this is what I mentioned this before. お風呂に入る. お風呂に入る, like you're entering the bath. So お風呂に入る. お風呂に入る. Later on, I think, is this 後で? Yes, 後で. 後で. Hey, you didn't tell me you were doing the Japanese things again. It's been going on. We're on chapter 6 now. Welcome in, Travis Tiger. 後で for after. To do something late, 遅くなる? I believe, no, just 遅く. 遅く, to do something late. So 遅く食べました. Like I ate dinner late. 遅く. Because this is kara. Kara. This could also mean from, so be careful with this one. I'll show you guys how we're going to be using this one. Kara for because. Right away. I believe this is mo sugu? No, just sugu. So right away, sugu. Usually like sugu ni for that time reference. Right away, sugu. Then really? There are actually two ways to say this, but we're going to use honto desu ka? Honto desu ka? Really? Honto desu ka? I believe like maji de is like, are you serious? Or kind of thing. And then last one, slowly. Also leisurely or unhurriedly. So like when you do something slowly, this would be like yukkuri. So if someone says, could you say something slowly, like yukkuri de. Yukkuri de hanashite kudasai. I believe this is the equivalent to despacito or something. Like, could you imagine this? No! Could you imagine this despacito in Japanese? Yukkuri de. Instead of despacito. It is, but still, no! Hontoni, hontoni? Jesse, no! Yukkuri de. Yukkuri de. Oh, man. I had too much fun with that. Alright, so those are our new vocabulary words. For those of you that have joined, let me put the Discord link again. Go in and join the Discord. There you will find, first of all, it will take you to the rules section first again. Once you agree to the rules by reacting here with Jack Love, go to Role Selector and react at the very bottom with Jack Sip to get access to the Japanese resources. If you click the Japanese resources, the very top will show you the YouTube playlist of all the lessons we've done. This is session 25. I need to put the other ones up here. I need to put 23, 24, and 20, this one later. But we are coming to the end of the Japanese 1 section, and we'll be starting Japanese 2 probably sometime in June. Discord will also allow you to have access to the other notes. You see the chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're currently working on our chapter 6 notes. Hold up, I need to nuke a server to be able to join. But that wraps up the new vocabulary. I strongly recommend that you guys, on your own time, use these notes here from the resources. Click the link for the vocabulary, and study this on your own time when you can. It'll be very, very good for you to do so. And like I said, once we finish chapter 6, at this point, you guys will be at the Japanese beginner intermediate level. Which is like, if the beginner was levels 1, 2, 3, you'd be like a beginner level 2. Once we finish Japanese 2, you should technically be at the beginning intermediate level. Alright, so the next thing I promised you guys was the kanji. There are quite a few kanji for this unit, or for this chapter. So at this point, please take out your journals if you have them. And I will be going over the stroke order and meaning of the new kanji for this chapter. I'm gonna type them all here first. Let's make them 18, 9, 20. Okay, we'll make them size 20. Same for these. We'll make these size 20 and bold it. There we go. Let's also center the new kanji. So I'm just gonna type them out first, and then we will go over the stroke order to the kanji. Our first one. Oh my gosh. Higashi. Nishi. Minami. Oh my gosh. Minami. Kita. Gucci. That's... There we go. De. Migi. Hidari. We've learned Migi and Hidari before, we just have not used the kanji. I still mess those kanji up, not gonna lie. Why? Anyway, okay. Fun. I'll make those bigger in a second. Sen. Actually, Saki. Sen. Sei. Dai. Gaku. Soto. Kuni. So these are the kanji that we will be learning how to write for this unit. Or for this chapter. And then after this, we will have finished all... How many... hold on, let me check. How much kanji did we learn for this unit? Because we needed to know... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 times 4... 14, 46. I can't math. 14... 28... 28. 28 plus 28. 56, 50, we've learned 58 kanji by the end of this. So, for Japanese 1, we have learned 58 kanji. That's kind of exciting. And I will go over what each of these kanji mean in a moment. So, like I said, at this point, go on and... I'm going to open up my notes with my iPad. go. And then I'll try to share my screen. So let's see, share my screen. Where's 1205. There we go. I think I need to start doing some art streams too, guys. Oh, I was like, where's my... Okay, here we go. Alright, so we're going to start with our first kanji that I showed you guys. So I will be doing this 3 times, and then a few times I'll show you guys like how to write it. In fact, let me see, how did I do this before? Oh, I see. Okay. So we'll do it similar to how we did this. Did I close out of the note? I did. Gosh darn it. Alright, so our first one. It would be amazing. Wait, what would be amazing? I forgot what I said. Alright, so for this one, our stroke stroke order. Ichi. Ni. Oh, art streams? Yeah. San. Shi. Go. Roku. Nana. Hachi. Right, again, we have ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, nana, hachi. So, ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, nana, hachi. Wait, you do art? I do some art. I can show that off at the end of class. Now, this is Higashi, or sometimes known as To, and this means east. So Higashi, or To. And this means east. We don't know the other kanji for this, but this is the kanji used for Tokyo, for East Capital. Tokyo. Tokyo. So we know one kanji to say Tokyo. And to practice this, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, Tokyo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. So if we have to, by itself, this will be Higashi. Our next one is Nishi. And to write Nishi, it's going to be Ichi, Ni, San, Shi, Go, Roku. Again, Ichi, Ni, San, Shi, Go, Roku. Ichi, Ni, San, Shi, Go, Roku. And for now, we're just going to know this as Nishi. And this is going to be west. Nishi. It kind of looks like a bottle, in my opinion. In fact, it's very similar to sake for alcohol. Similar to sake. For our practice, it looks like pie in a box. Oh, I see that. It does look like pie. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nishi to Osake. Yeah, see, they look kind of similar, don't they? Meow, 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 meow. Alright, so that's our first 2 kanji. Let's go to our next one. This is going to be Minami. And I actually have I don't know why, but I have a hard time writing Minami. So this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know how to share these notes from my iPad though. If I could, I would add these into the Discord. This is Minami. And this is South. This is sometimes called Nan. I'll add this here. Nan. Nishi is sometimes called Sei. For like Nanbei. I forget what that meant. South America, like Nanbei. And this means south. And this is when I definitely need to practice myself because I hate how I write this. Like it's so ugly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. See, that one's a little better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like writing kanji pretty is actually kind of difficult in my opinion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Minami. So we've done all the cardinal directions so far. We have east, west, south. Make a guess. What do you think the next one's going to be? What cardinal direction are we going to talk about next? Of course, it's going to be north. It's going to be north. Kita. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The y-axis, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I wrote that correctly. Yes, I did. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Writing pretty in general is difficult in my opinion. Like, I've been told I have very pretty cursive, but that's it. Anyway, this is kita. Or sometimes known as ho. Or hoku. This is used for Hokkaido, for like Northern Ocean Way. Hokkaido. Because it's the Northern Ocean Way. So, kita. Hoku. And this means north. Kind of like Tohoku. Oh, so that's why they say Kita Airurando. Oh yeah, Kita Airurando, like North Ireland. Kita Airurando. Kita for north. But it won't help us this time. Yeah, cursive. So like north. So let's see. Whoa, what a second. What was that? It made it gave me a pretty curved line. Hold on, I need to mess with this. Let's see. Okay, that didn't work. Wait, stop! Where's my stuff? I made too many. Alright, what if I did this? I want a straight line. Oh, that's kind of nifty. It allows me to do that, guys. So if I wanted to be like 1, 2, 3. I can make nice parabolas. Okay, anyway, so for north. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Witchcraft. So anyway, we have Higashi or To, Nishi or Sei, Minami or Nan, and then Kita or Hoku, sometimes Ho. Now, our next word made my high school students laugh. When I taught this in high school, they were very immature about this. It didn't help that I started it, but at the same time. Anyway, here's our next kanji. 1, 2, 3. Seriously, that's it. That's all. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Damn, the hardest one. I know. It definitely looks like a box. There are two ways of saying this, and yes, we will be using both. The first one, Gucci. And the second one, Coochie. And this means mouth. Coochie, Gucci, mouth. Now, my high school kids immediately started laughing when they heard that this is coochie and that it means mouth. And of course, one of my kids was like, well, it could be considered a mouth. And I'm like, I will give you a referral. This is we will use this with other words, such as like deru, which means to exit. So deguchi would be like an exit, a door exit. If I combine this with north and this, kitaguchi for like the northern exit. Kitaguchi, the northern mouth. Yes, kitaguchi. Laughs in high schooler. Anyway, to write this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We got this. Alright, our next kanji. I mean, I can already think of how to turn that into a mouth in a chibi anime style. I mean, like, it's pretty easy, just like... I mean, you kind of can do it like that. I don't want that. Here we go. Okay. It works. Our next one, this is going to be de or deru. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like yama over yama. 2 mountains. Or like a double trident, double fork. I want my pen. Here we go. So anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know why I'm counting in English, to be honest. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is de. This is how we're going to be using this for now. De. For like deru, this is to exit. There are many uses to this, by the way. In fact, here, let me put in like da. Because if you make it as dasu, that means like to turn in homework. Like, shukurai o dashite kudasai. Please turn in your homework. And I actually enjoy writing this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if you combine this with, if you don't want to count in English, you could try counting in Spanish. It would be useless, confusing, and distracting, but funny. Combining these, we have deguchi. This would mean exit. Like, biru no deguchi wa doko desu ka? Where's the exit to the building? Our next kanji is Migi. And I actually have to look this one up because I tend to write these two wrong. Okay, so this one starts here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, the trident one by itself is like the verb to exit, but when you combine it with deguchi, that becomes an actual exit. That would be like the noun, the physical exit. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is migi. And this is right. Like the direction right. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the reason why I said I get confused with that one is because hidari is very similar to this, but it starts this way. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So like the top part looks similar, but you start them differently. What I don't know what that bubble button was thing. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's why I said like I mix these two up often. How to write them? This is hidari, and this is left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like the more you write it, the more it's kind of natural, because like starting like this to make boxes is easier. Whereas starting with the line first for this one makes it easier to smoothly transition to the next part. If that makes sense. So that's our left and right. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more kanji to go over before we are finished with this lesson. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, guys, so I will be right back. So if for those of you that are copying, I hope I'm giving you enough time to do so. But I will be back with the next 7. Jesse. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4? Okay. There's a reason why I made those 500 points instead of 100 like they were before. 1, 2, 3, 4. Astronomics. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, rip tablet. They usually flat out try to kill you. Oh man. It low-key reminds me of when I was in college. You know, college. Oh my god, Immortal White Fox, really? I'm gonna, like, I just finished my tea now. I'm out of... No! Mizu no mitakunai! Mizu no mitakunai yo. I don't want to drink any more water. I just finished my tea now, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 gulps, you guys. Yes, drown. That actually, it actually reminds me, when I was in college, there was this fraternity that, they were doing this, like, a soy sauce chugging contest. And I feel like I told some of you this before. First of all, don't ever do that. But yeah, they had a soy sauce drink chugging contest. And they, like, downed gallons of soy sauce. Both people who did it died of sodium poisoning because it was too much salt. And everyone's like, oh no, these kids had such a bright future ahead of them. And I'm like, it's Darwin's theory working. Like, whatever. It's like, who would chug soy sauce, to be honest? Like, even Asians don't chug soy sauce. Okay, our next kanji is fun. Or boon. So fun or boon. But it's also I'm also gonna say wa. I'm eating less soy sauce now then. Anyway, this one. I think this one reminds me of a ghost, to be honest. So like, ichi, ni, san, shi. I think it looks like a ghost. And if you don't see it, I will show you soon. Ichi, ni, san, shi. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you guys see the ghost? A ghost like this? Why is Vince gasming? But like this, like here, like. Can you see that? I saw this and I showed it to my high schoolers and like, we'll never forget this now. But this is fun, like for minute. The reason why I put wa is because you can use this also as wakarimasu. You can also say like wakarimasu using this kanji. So like wakarimasu, I understand. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. White Fox is like, yes! And this one it usually means like minute or to divide. To like minute. Our next kanji is saki. Or we will be using this as sen. And this means ahead. Or before. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're for our purposes, we're not going to be using this one by itself for a while. We will be combining this with another kanji to make sensei for like teacher, sensei. So for this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All pets. And like I said, we will combine it with this kanji, sei. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My writing of this is really bad. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is sei. And this means birth. Which is kind of weird when you put them together to make sensei, like a head birth. That's not exactly what it means. But like, ichinen sei for first year student. This is the kanji for sei. Sensei for teacher. We can use this by itself as like umareru, which means to be born. Umareru. So I guess I put u. But anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The more I'm writing these, the uglier they are getting, and I feel bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these two together, sensei. So you can call me Jaku Sensei using kanji now. We can use kanji to write sensei. Wakarimasu ka? I can use kanji to ask wakarimasu ka? It's so exciting. Our next kanji is going to be... This is the kanji for big. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. This kanji means big. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 second, let me manage my doggies. Gasp, doggy. So there are two ways that we can use this kanji. So we're gonna use two of them. The first one is dai, and the other one is o. So technically, if we said oki for like big, we can use this kanji. We learned the adjective oki, which means large. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Simple one, this one. Our next one is going to be Gaku. Gaku. And that means, this one means, I believe it just means school. Or, no, it means learning. And this one's interesting, I suppose. So like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, hachi. If you put these two together, dai and gaku, you get college. Daigaku. Add sei, and you would get college student. Daigakusei. For like college student. Daigakusei. And again, to write this one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 2 more kanji and then we'll be done. Which makes me wonder if Kitsuneko has made it home yet for their stream. In fact, let me open Twitch to see who would be best to write out to next. If she is not ready by that point. Because we still have some time. We have 2 more. We have 2 more kanji. Moto futatsuaru? I forget. I wanted to say like nimas, but that's like mixing Spanish and Japanese. Dos mas, nimas. Our next kanji is going to be soto. Sometimes referred to as gai. We'll be using both. So, gai and soto. And this means outside. And to write this one, we're going to write hiragana ta. 2 more kanji. You sound southern. I know, right? I know, right? 2 more kanji. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm actually really surprised at how well this one came out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And for practice, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I writing this right even? Yes, I am. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you could say, where is the bus? Soto ni aru. It is outside. And our last kanji that we'll be learning is kuni, or koku. So it's you could actually say koku, goku, and by itself it is kuni. So we have koku, goku, or kuni. And this means country. This one will mean country. Kind of like you use with a I believe Kankoku uses it for Korea. Kankoku. I don't know how to write the kanji for kan. Gaigoku would be or outside country or foreign country. You could actually, I think that's the same gai for outside. If you mix it with person, jin, gaijin. So this one will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's where I go. 6, 7, 8. And I normally write this one wrong. I will confess to that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Am I still writing it right? Yes, I did. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, gaigokujin for foreigner or outside person. Gaigokujin. Gaigokujin. I wonder if it's just shortened to just gaijin nowadays. And so to write this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that will be the last kanji that we learn for this chapter. And this will make 58 kanji that we've used. Gaijin may be a bit of a... Yes, Gaijin can... because of how shortened it is, it may be considered just a little bit more rude. So, for those of you that need to review how to write these kanji, I do recommend you rewatch this video. It will be on YouTube soon. That's the best I can tell you. It will be on YouTube soon. So here are all the kanji that we have learned. This will make 58 kanji. After this, if we go back to like the Discord, you'll see that before we start Japanese 2, we need to learn all 58 of these kanji. And at this point, we have learned them. I will... for some of our vocabulary words or some of the sentences we use, I will be using all of this kanji. That would be numbers, days of the week. I forget what we did these for, and then so forth. Oh, you upload the streams to YouTube? Yes, I do. I'll show you that on Discord again. Like, this is the Japanese 2 resource. If you go to Japanese 1 resources at the very top, you'll see the YouTube playlist of all the lessons that I have done. That includes from session 1 all the way to the current session, which is actually 25. I do need to upload the others in here. So you can find that on the Discord as a resource as well. As for the notes for today, I will be... Oh, I moved it aside. I will be updating these notes again. While you guys are away until the next stream, I do recommend, like I said, please review the vocabulary. It will help you with the lesson, especially for the reading, because I plan on adding a lot of reading very soon to the Discord for practice. That's going to be it for today's lessons, guys. The biggest thing that we're going to be doing here. Let me see if I can open the textbook. So let's what is that? Kindle Cloud. There we go. Kindle Cloud Reader. So here's what we were doing before. I can give you guys a hint. Today's also kind of a sad day, guys. I'm going to be finishing season 2 of Dr. Stone tonight, and that makes me sad. I don't want to finish Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone lasts forever. So here, we'll be learning Teiform. Oh, they have a nice graphic for this instead. So we're going to be learning Teiform, and there are many rules to Teiform. Teiform is this is basically the wall here. Like everything, like chapter 5 was difficult because of conjugating adjectives, but this here is what makes or breaks students entering the Japanese 2 part. You must know how to use Teiform or have a very decent understanding on how to do this, because everything else we will do later on will require this. So we have Teiform, we have Te kudasai. See, like here, using Te again. Te kudasai. In order to describe 2 activities, to combine sentences, we have to use Teiform. Because in English, we could say, like, I go to the store and buy a drink. Whereas in Japanese, we don't... The verb goes at the end. So we have to say, store ni itte, nomimono o kaimasu. I have to use the Teiform to combine the sentences. Then we're gonna, like, te mo ii. See, here's te again. Te mo ii desu. Like, that, you can do that. You may use the textbook. So this is like asking for permission. Like, te mo ii desu ka? Can I do this? Like, toire ni itte mo ii desu ka? Can I use the restroom? Hai, ii desu yo? Yes, you can. Or, itte wa ikimasen. You're not allowed to. So, like, all of this is already using Teiform that we will be learning about. Here's kara for because. And then Masholka, this is a little different from the way we've learned it in Chapter 5. And that's basically it for the Japanese 1-2 setting. And then we'll be on a break, and then I will see if people would like to continue learning more Japanese. So that's, like I said, that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys for coming in. I've been going for about nearly an hour and a half. Let's see who can we raid out to at this point. Who is available? I see, like, Kitsuneko's not on just yet. They start, their schedule is like, let me check their schedule. 5 p.m. Pacific, but it's 5 and she's not on. I know she's at work, that's okay. What kind of category would you like to raid? I'm not too sure. I'm probably gonna end up raiding my friend who plays Zelda. At this point. And that's okay. Like, I know Kitsuneko will be starting her stream in about like 10-15 minutes. She will do more of an advanced-ish level, more of an advanced level Japanese. So I think we're going to, let's see. We're going to raid out to Rick the Husky. Rick is currently playing, hold on. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I think they're doing a randomizer, so this is Rick. And our raid message will be... Oh my god. Ignore that. Ignore what Warmheart just did. Ignore that. So our message is going to be... Voltarina of Time. Yes, you Fox, did you see that? So this will be our raid message here. So thank you guys for coming in. Wednesday we will continue by first learning how to use Tayform, and it's going to take some time. Are you sure you don't want to use that gift sub as our raid message? No, we are not going to do that. Alright, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for coming in. Bye-bye.
Because I was like, oh cool, if we spend $15 or more, we'll get this for free. Bolt literally looks over and it's like, that sounds disgusting.